Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today, I do appreciate you stopping by. Guys, I got one here from Sixpoint Brewery that they sent me. This is called Dabble, and it is considered a New England style IPA. Some of these breweries do these style of beer very well, and some not so much. So I'm hoping they've nailed something here on this one, but we're about to find out whether they have or whether they haven't, in my humble, honest opinion. But don't take that as God's word. I mean, what I may like, you may hate, and vice versa. So pick one up and give it a try and see for yourself. Judge for yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you what you should like and what you shouldn't like. I'm just giving you my thoughts. So that being said, let's get on with this one here, guys. This is an 8.2%er, I believe, and 20 IBUs according to Untapped. Their commercial description is rather long, and I did get a letter and some artwork from these guys on this one, but this is a full page about the beer. I'm not going to read that. Here it says, nothing quite like your first taste. Hop farmers are breeding insane new hop flavors. One sip and you'll be hooked. To truly harness these new flavors, though, you've got to dabble a bit and test them out. The new hop blend blew out mine, so for Dabble, we're taking our experimental full scale with massive loads of hop so everyone can experience it. Sabro provides an incredible coconut note, Cashmere brings a soft, delicate complexity, and Idaho 7 brings potency and depth. Dip a toe in, dare to dabble. So they've used some different hops to produce this New England style. So we shall see what it brings to the table. On the bottom here it says canned on January 12 of 2019, and they got a best by or before July 12 of 2019. So January to July, they're giving it a 6-month shelf life, guys. That's a little long in my humble opinion. 3 months would be what I would say it should be the shelf life on it, but that's just my 2 cents. So without further ado, let's get this into the glass and see what we got. Very cloudy coming out of the can here, guys. Definitely looks like a New England style in the appearance. And just in case there's something settled in the bottom, we're going to swirl that around so we get everything out. Even though it's a tall can, it is a skinny can. So looks like a 16, but it's only a 12. About a finger of head on that pour, guys. It looks very much like a New England style. Very cloudy, very hazy. Kind of a darker orange juice color, if you will. Not that bright orange juice color, but still looks like a New England style appearance wise. So let's get it to the nose. Wow, very unique aroma. I mean, it's just not that all tropical fruit notes. I am getting a little coconut on it, which is unusual for this style. Hints of pine and grapefruit. A little citrusiness going on there too. Does have a sweet note to it. And I would say with only 20 IBUs, man, that is super low for an IPA. Or a double IPA. An 8.2%, that's a double IPA. Smells very interesting, so let's dive in. Cheers everybody, and cheers everybody at Sixpoint. Wow. Very unique flavor to this one. Definitely different. I'm not saying that in a bad sense or a good sense. It's just something which got a unique flavor to it. Very different. Very different. Very unique. Well, it's right out of the fridge, guys. Let me sip on this for a little bit. Better taste it, and we'll come back and see where this ends up. Not your typical New England style double IPA as far as the aroma and taste on this one. So we're going to sip on it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Definitely different. Kind of unique in the aroma and flavor, but still a tasty beer, guys. Date on it, ABV is on it, the IBUs is on it, so it's giving you all three bits. It's even giving you the best before, even though it's a 6-month shelf life. I think it's a little long for a double IPA, but it's probably something I would buy if I could get it fresh. The problem around here is when stuff shows up on the shelf, it's already 3 months old. Like Bell's 200 Ale around here. It's hard to get beers like this through the distribution and then into the stores before it's at its end of its shelf life, in my opinion. Being a 6-month shelf life, I would probably be able to get this, because I can get some Sixpoint beers here, but they're not available in Kroger's or the local gas stations and stuff like that. You have to go to a craft beer store to pick these up. So if you can get it fresh, I would probably end up buying something like this, because it's an 8.2% and it's a New England style. And I use that word loosely. It's not your typical New England style. A lot different hops used in this beer, which gives it a whole different profile in the aroma and the taste than most typical IPAs and double IPAs in the New England style have. So, with that being said, let's do the final chug. Very easy drinking, I will say that. The alcohol is super well hidden. It's a tad on the sweet side with only 20 IBUs, which that's well below the pale ale IBUs. So it is a little on the sweet side, which I don't have a problem with that. It's probably not something I'd want to drink every day, but being in the New England style and being fairly tasty in my humble opinion, like I said, if I could get it within that first 2 months or so, I would probably consider buying this beer. And the only sad part about that, if I have to go all the way across town, 30 miles to buy this beer, I don't get over there as often as I could, or working 6 days a week, that just leaves me 1 day to do all the honeydew stuff around the house here and everything else. Not so bad in the winter time, but once the grass starts growing and everything else that goes on in the summertime, I don't have a lot of time to do that. So sometimes I have to send the other half to the beer store if there's something in particular that I'm after and they have. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to probably go against the grain a little bit on this one, because I do still find this beer rather tasty. I do love the New England style, and all the information that's on the can with the IBUs and the ABV and canned on date and best before date. I'm going to give it an A-, guys. I'm going to give it a 92. So I'm going to go against the grain a little bit on this one, but I do enjoy this style of beer, and I find it uniquely tasty. So over to Beer Advocate, they have it at 3.93, which is in their B+ range. So I'm giving it a little better grade than what those guys are, but I do love this style of beer. Over to Untapped, they have it at 3.85, which is also in their B+ range. So I'm giving it just a little bit better grade than both of these sites are giving it. So if you see this, pick it up, give it a try. You may think it's the best thing you ever tasted. And being only 20 IBUs, I mean, if you find that IPAs or double IPAs are too bitter for you, this may be the candidate here. So a good one to pick it up, give it a try, and if you like it, buy more than one. So with that being said, guys, if you had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.